Am I an asshole for not helping to defend my group project partner against our professor who wants to fail her for not contributing? I am in a computer science course in college focused on operating systems. I was assigned a random group project partner, a 20-year-old female, and we worked on this project for most of the semester. We decided that she would handle the core parts while I would create plugin modules dependent on her core components. However, since she implemented her parts in a complicated way, I struggled to understand them. When I couldn't get it to work, she had to redo her section. This led to an argument during which she insisted her work wasn't complicated. I then hired a tutor who advised me on the project and suggested that it would be easier to complete the Rust instead of C++. She agreed to redo the project in Rust if I converted everything we do so far. She would help with the last part. We received permission from the professor to switch to Rust. The tutor helped me to convert her code, which counted as my part. When it came time to work on the final part, she said she didn't have time to collaborate because she was unfamiliar with Rust and had a ballet competition in the weekend of the deadline. She offered to finish the C++ version, but I told her it was fine. I completed the project with the tutor's help and submitted it. Since all the Rust code was written by me, I noted in the statement of contribution that I did all the coding and she contributed to the design process and report. However, the professor interrupted that as her not contributing at all, resulting in her receiving a 0 on the project, which would lead to her failing the class since it constituted 70% of the grade. Now she wants me to talk to the professor with her and is upset that I refuse. I feel it's not my problem and I don't want to face any trouble. She already informed the professor that she completed the earlier C++ code we didn't submit. Am I an asshole here? She's very upset and seems to blame me when it's ultimately the professor's decision. Alright, let's see what the Reddit commenters had to say. A lot of commenters actually supported the student for reaching out for help when he needed it. They said it's smart to ask for help instead of struggling alone. Others pointed that clear communication is key. One said, if you had set expectations from the beginning, this could have been avoided. Do you think the guy or his partner could have turned it into a more collaborative project than it used to, and more collaborative communication that it eventually turned out to be?